What's up, YouTube? Sexy Ralph here today. I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my Crown Victoria. This is my police interceptor here, and we're at the shop today. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning, so there's nobody here. So what I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna be servicing the transmission. Um, it's been acting a little bit funny. It has like a flare on the highway, especially like highway speeds. So I got all the parts from the dealership. I just had a really bad experience servicing my girlfriend's Yukon Denali, and that thing had like about 5 different transmissions, and every single time I went to the parts store, they gave me the wrong one. So I actually ended up going to the dealership so they could decode the beam and be able to tell me exactly what it needed. So it's pretty much I just skipped all the BS and I went straight to the dealer for the filter kit and the training kit. Now for the training kit, they did say that it's reusable. So they said you could use it about 3 times, and I'll show you right now. But I don't know. I got the car about 8,000 miles ago, and I just don't know what kind of maintenance has been done to it. It's in really great condition, right? But still, I just want to make sure that it's running good. So here's the transmission gasket. So you can see, I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. So it's a crush style gasket, and they said it's reusable. About 3 services. And this is the filter. Okay, everything from the dealership. If you don't know where to get your fluid or what fluid your vehicle takes, do yourself a favor and you could pull the dipstick, and it will tell you. I don't know if it's gonna read, but if you read, it will tell you fluid use American LV, and then it wants you to do not add in cross hatch. Oh. Okay, so it will tell you some stuff, and it will also tell you like how to check it. It will say check when hot, idling in park. So that's how it wants you to check it. I'm gonna be adding one of these. I'm a pretty good believer in this. It actually works pretty well on most cars. And then again, if you kind of know it's going, or stuff like that, then you could use that. That's the fluid I'm gonna be using, and they just have a pretty good deal. I just feel fluid. I know some of them are a lot more expensive and stuff, but I figure just to get it done. So I'm gonna raise it up, and then I'll walk you guys through how to do it. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of look at the shape of the pan and make sure that it matches or it has the same angles as the one they gave me, which it does. And I do see that there's some bolts kind of, well, I see the cross member is on the way of these bolts, but I think I could just get them from here. And it's about like 1 inch. I think we'll be able to clear everything, so I'm just gonna fight them a little bit. I don't really feel like taking this whole thing off just to take, but it will be two bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead and start draining, and then let you guys know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna loosen these bolts completely, okay, and I'm gonna let it hang this way, so that way the fluid that's inside just kind of drips down and it drains out. I don't think it should take very long, plus anyways I need to have it out before 8, before everybody gets here anyways. So I'll show you guys in a little bit, and then yeah, it seems pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Okay, so here we are. That's what I was talking about. I taken all these bolts off, in the front, and I left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts right here. All these, and see, it's draining a little bit. So as you start removing these ones even more, it would tilt the pan a little bit more, and a lot more of that fluid is gonna come out. Me, I try to be as clean as possible, so that way, you know, less work, because you gotta, you know, clean up afterwards and all that. But if you're pretty clean while you're working and you give yourself a little time, then, you know, work clean, you'll be a lot faster. Okay, so here we are. That one's already out. Just letting everything drip for a little bit. About to take the filter off. Once you take the filter off, there's gonna be some more fluid coming out, and we're gonna clean that, the magnet, and the magnet is there to capture a lot of debris. So this one, see that? It still don't look too bad, but it's, I mean, it's not great, but it's not so bad either. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let it drip and drain as much as possible, and yeah, like I said, so that's what I did. As far as the tools I use, this is what I have used so far. I used the 10 to get most of them. I told you guys I have most of my tools here at work. Okay, it's my little setup right here. Toolboxes are already built into the walls. It's pretty cool. So yeah, and then to take the last 2 bolts in the back, I only used a 1/4 inch and a swivel. You can still get it with a regular socket. I like using that. You know, especially if you kind of have to tilt it a little bit or whatever, you know. But yeah. So, little update. I just went and emptied out that fluid that was on the pan, and I found that piece right there. I have no clue what that is, and I have no idea where it came from. I don't know where it could possibly be coming from in here, because everything's pretty sealed, and those things have a stop right there, so it doesn't look like it belongs on this, and it could have come from the inside, more deeper inside the tranny, but everything looks pretty sealed up. The bob body's right there, you know. There's another thing here, but then if it was in there, then it will get in the way of the pan. So I have no idea what that is. I took off the filter. I'm letting it drain, and I hope it's not something I really need. But man, that's kind of concerning right now. But yeah, see, everything's pretty much sealed up in there. So, well, I'll go ahead and finish. Run it, go drive it for a little bit, and I'm gonna keep that, and I guess I'll go to like a tranny shop and, you know, ask some questions. Whenever I reach my max, as far as knowledge, I do go to the professionals. Like I said, even with my bike, I took it to the shop. You know, I used to get it aligned. It's not a tool that I had. At the same time, you know, when you reach your full potential, I mean, or whatever you could do, then, you know, you better let the professionals step in, and, you know, I even acknowledge that. So yeah, so I tried to figure out what's going on with that. It was just in the pan too, so it doesn't look, I mean, it has to be definitely a part of the training, unless somebody did some work in it and if they left it in there for the next guy, which I think that would be pretty fucked up. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know what I find out about it. Okay, so going back in, reverse procedure, guys. I put the new gasket. What I usually do is I try to line it up, right? So I go ahead and let me see, like right here, you can see the gasket is just kind of there, and I put the ball through it, push up a little bit, right? Make sure it's loose. Same thing here, right? So that way I can see that it has gone through the gasket, where it's, you know, the place where it should be going through, and then it just torquing it. Okay, you can find the specs online. Pretty much, you could just Google it. I'm pretty sure. I have all data here, so I'll be going through all the information right now, and then that's about it. I'll keep you guys posted as far as this. I feel like I have seen these before, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it was from that area, since everything was pretty sealed up, unless I missed something. But then again, it shouldn't just be laying there, so I'll keep you guys posted when it comes to that. So I'll fill it up right now. I'll torque everything down, fill it up good, and then hopefully it dries and takes me home, right? Okay, so I filled the tranny. It says right there to put about 4.7, so about 5 quarts. Oh my god. So it says to put about 5 quarts. Then the next procedure I like to do, okay, I like shifting the transmission from reverse, leave it there a couple of seconds, maybe like up to 10 seconds, neutral 10 seconds, right? And then you're gonna do that, you're gonna put it on drive 10 seconds. It seems like it's shifting fine, guys, so I'm not too sure exactly, you know, where that piece came from. As you can see, I'm tripping out about it, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so you just keep doing that, go back, you know, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that fluid is, you know, traveling and, you know, filling up all the lines and everything with new fluid. Okay, do it a couple of times, and this is also going to help out to raise the temperature of the transmission, so that way it gets to the hot level, and once you know the fans have come on and it's fully warmed up, then at that point you could, you know, check your true level. Okay, so level wise, this is exactly where they want you to be at. It's gonna take about 5 quarts. At least on mine it took. It seems like it had already been a little bit low. Now I'm gonna go test drive it and then see how it behaves. I already made sure that there's no leakage at the bottom. Then it's good to go. So we'll take it for a spin and see how it drives. Okay, so here we are, we're on the test drive, and so far so good. Feels a lot better than it did before. So like I said, hopefully it was something that somebody left in there. Either they maybe rebuilt the transmission. What I did notice about the car when I first got it is that the whole suspension in the bottom and the front is brand new. So it doesn't seem like there was frame damage or anything like that. Paint thickness is pretty consistent, so it doesn't. Not too sure what happened to the car. I mean, I got the car from my old man that had gotten it for his lady, and you know, she didn't want to drive no more, so let it go for cheap. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's shifting really good, guys. Like I said, there goes my cousin right there. Boop, boop. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep driving it. I'm gonna put some mileage on it. Gonna get in contact with some of my friends and try to figure out what the part was. And if it doesn't even belong to the tranny, then I know somebody put it in there, hoping that it'll probably, get sucked in and do some damage or something. So I'll let you know. I'll get back to you guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm looking to improve myself. I know I catch myself saying a lot, so I'm gonna try to stop that. And never really being the kind of person that feels really comfortable talking to the camera and stuff like that. And I'll try to make changes as I go. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Click like and subscribe, please. Thank you. What's up, guys? So yesterday I was working on my Crown Victoria. It's a 2010 Crown Victoria, and towards the end of the video, when I was getting ready to clean out the pan, I ended up finding this piece right just inside the pan. I did some search, and luckily one of the guys I work with happened to have worked for a Ford dealership before. And what he said is that factory puts this in the filler plug, or where the dipstick tube goes, and it's just there for whatever reason they use it. And he says when they go fill it up, this thing falls inside and stays inside. So if you're doing a tranny flush and you find this, right, not to worry. And like I said on the video, when I was looking around all freaked out, everything is pretty much sealed up. So there's really no other place where this kind of belongs. And I did kind of put it back on the only place it would fit, and it was on the tube, at the end of the tube. And I think that's why it's a little bit spray painted, right, with the whatever color the spray, that silver. So yeah, that's pretty much what this is. So it's not to worry about. Transmission is driving, it's working really well. I drove it home, and it feels amazing. So it was a much needed service that I needed to get done. So don't freak out when you see this. It's okay. It just means that if you find it, basically you were the first person to service this transmission. So yeah, thank you for watching. Click the like button and subscribe.